Hey everybody, welcome back to STR Unfiltered. I am Bill Faith. I'm excited to talk today about simplifying your marketing. Ironically, this episode is brought to you by MarketMySTR, the short-term rentals newest and most simplified all-in-one marketing platform. You can check it out at marketmystr.com. You can manage all your social media, your direct booking pages that are customized, over 350 templates, email marketing, CRM, text message marketing, funnels, everything you need to be successful under one roof. So that way it's fast, it's easy, and it's got the most incredible support. Most importantly, it fits within your budget. Plan starting at $97 a month up until June 4th for the launch. And then plans will start at $197 a month. So if you hear this, you need to get in it today. I want to talk to you today about the simplification of your marketing. I see all too many people that are doing marketing that really doesn't work, to be honest with you. And it doesn't work because for a couple of reasons. And I just want to start with social media really quickly. And actually, I'm going to take a step back. I want to start with agencies. Many of you may not know that I owned a pretty good size marketing agency here in Nashville for many, many years, a digital marketing. I built my businesses in the 2000s on the back of digital marketing, search engine optimization, SEO, Google ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, blogging, content writing, social media, kind of building funnels before funnels were a thing, kind of all of those different types of things, right? So I know a thing or two about a thing or two. And one of the things I see is a lot of people are one, they go and they try to hire an agency. When you hire an agency, the biggest question that you need to have answered is how are you going to create content? So if you're an absentee remote owner, meaning you don't ever go to your properties and you don't have short videos, you don't have images, you don't have any of that type of stuff to share with your marketing agency, you're never going to be able to have successful content created out of just the images that you have in your listing and, stock imagery and stock video, unfortunately. So that's one thing. As a former marketing agency owner, I would not recommend going down the agency route. If you do, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. You can see BillFace73 down there in the bottom left-hand corner, actually my right. And just DM me agency, and I'd be happy to turn you on to an agency that's probably the best one in our industry. And I don't not recommend their agency, but I recommend that we do it on our own. We need to be creating our own content. It's just too challenging and expensive for an agency to do that. I mean, it's one of the reasons that I launched MarketMySTR because I was the 33rd customer at HubSpot. If you're not familiar with HubSpot, it's a gold standard of all-in-one marketing platforms, and I was with them forever. Helped shape their partner program as my agency, all this stuff. But when I stopped using HubSpot, I was spending like $4,300 a month. About the only company that can afford in our industry to spend $4,300 a month is the biggies, the Vicasas, the Saunders, that type of stuff. Most of us that are small business owners, we can't afford $4,300 a month. That's why I've done an introductory pricing at $97 a month. And you get that price locked in for life at MarketMySTR. You can check it out, marketmystr.com. But here's the simplification. A lot of people are trying to manually do, this is the key, right? Social media. Let's talk about that for a second. You're taking a selfie, you're shooting a video at your lake property, you're walking by the best sushi restaurants or whatever in your downtown Atlanta, wherever your property is, it doesn't matter. But you're trying to create content and manage it on a daily basis. That's mistake number one. If you want to be successful at social media, you have to learn how to batch out your content. Meaning, we need to batch it out in chunks and create it. In my mastermind meeting in the OBX, I had a good friend and a social media and business coach named Dave Gambrill who joined me down there. And literally, he got there the day even before I did, and we had our first night's dinner that night and got everything started off in the evening. And then we spoke the next morning. He's like, I've already taken over 300 photos and videos and done a live broadcast since I've been here. So what he's doing is he's curating his content that he can use at a future date. And when you do that, so if you go to your property, what I would do is set a goal of, let's get like 50 to 100 photos and let's take 10 or 15 videos. And they could just be of the beach. They could be of your location. They could be of the mountains, people skiing next to you, whatever it is. And then you can save that. You can turn it into quotes on Instagram. You can turn it into reels for TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. You can use it for your Facebook posts. But the key is that you're curating the content and then you're posting an entire weeks of content at one time. That's where you need to have a social media scheduler. I just happen to have one for you in MarketMySTR. And so what I do is I schedule all my content: LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, my Facebook groups. So, and that's with multiple channels on each. So the only thing that I schedule live daily are my reels on Instagram and Facebook. Everything else is scheduled. And I get that done in about 45 minutes on Sunday nights. So like literally my girls go to bed, meaning my wife and my daughters, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Usually we're early to bed, early to rise, usually around 9 o'clock. So then I'll sit there and I'll curate all my content's ready to go. I'll take about an hour and I'll get everything done and I'll get it scheduled by time, post, and platform. Super easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? As I tell my kids. So that's number one, trying to tackle social media every day and not creating batches of content, right? That's what's going to make it super easy for you. And, then the second part of this is really email marketing. And a lot of people struggle with email marketing, and especially their guests that have stayed with them previously. Number one, you need to get StayFi if you don't already have that. No commission here, no links, no nothing, but I'm just a huge fan of Arthur Coker's StayFi because that captures every guest, not just the booking guest. And you can use something called Zapier to be able to you can automate this and send that into the CRM and into your email platform in MarketMySTR. And then you can have automated emails set up ready to go, like super short templates, right? So the very first email, if you've never written an email to your guests, and a lot of people get stuck, not with the execution, but what do I say? It's really simple. Hey, my name's Bill Faith. I'm your host. I want to thank you for staying with us at ABC Property a couple of weeks ago. And I also want to apologize because I haven't sent this sooner. So that's kind of the key if you haven't sent an email before, if it's going to be your first email, or if you're following up a little bit late, like weeks or months after somebody has stayed with you. It's called warming them up. And you just say, I hope you loved everything that you were there. It's really an incredible for us to host. It's a family deal. Talk about yourself. It's called the indoctrination email. Tell them a little bit about yourself, why you got into short-term rentals, why you have a passion for it, why you love it. Then introduce if you have a portfolio of one more or two more or 20 more, then introduce them. And hey, thanks for the 5-star review, or, thank you for staying at my Banner Elk mountain property. If you're going to come back ski, if you love to ski, I've also got 3 more on Beach Mountain, and I've got a new one in Montana in Whitefish, which has tremendous skiing out west. If you're interested, and then you can put the links to your direct booking sales pages down below. You could record a video if you're more comfortable on video and host your video at MarketMySTR and put the link inside of it. And all you do is just take a screenshot, like of what you're watching right now. Take a screenshot of this and then save that as an image and drop that into the email and send it and just link. And, it could literally be very simple. A personal message from Bill, your host, about your recent stay. You don't even have to type anything out if you're more comfortable talking like I am. So those are the 2 big things, right? And then you can, once again, create those emails, and we give you the prompts. So that way we give you the subject matters so you know what to write about. And it's really simple. If you could sit down and write like 6 short but valuable emails for your guests, and just think about what are the top 10 outdoor things to do in your market. What are the things that most people miss when they stay in your market the first time? And then you drop in 5 or 6 things that only locals know about that nobody takes advantage of when they come to your market. Send that to them in an email. So there you go. You got 3 emails already just in this podcast that you can write down the titles and just work on. If you could write 3 emails literally on one Saturday afternoon and then put them into MarketMySTR, you schedule them based on timing after checkout, just like we do with any of our other messages. And then you do it again 3 months later, and again 3 months later. Now you have a year's worth of emails to be able to send out once a month. That is what's going to increase your lift when you're doing that type of marketing. The key is not to sell. The key is to educate them and give your past guests a value, meaning the booking guest and the guests that stayed there, right? And then they're going to then you earn the opportunity to introduce your other properties and to invite them back to stay with you again. One thing that people don't understand is just inviting people to stay with you makes them feel special. So we don't sell in these emails, but you really need to be sending an email once a month. And it's easy to create once again if you create it in batches. The other thing is text message marketing. If you use emojis and you're personal and not like all corporate-y business type of stuff, and it's like, hey, this is Bill, your host, was so excited, crazy happy face hands emoji. Would absolutely heart you guys if you want to come back. Please let me know if you have any questions or need any assistance booking for next year's vacation, whatever it is, and just send that in a text or shoot a quick, voice message, or once again, a short video to put into a text. You can automate that as well through MarketMySTR. And so if anybody's advanced and you know how to create funnels, I've never had the ability for this before until MarketMySTR, is to send emails intertwined with text. So I can go email, text, text, email. Then I can go email, email, text, email, through the course of a year. And it makes it way more personal. And you just watch conversion rates skyrocket. That's what's absolutely crazy. I mean, and this is the deal. I'm going to give you the 60-second pitch on MarketMySTR. This is an all-in-one marketing platform specifically built for short-term rental hosts. I partnered with my good friend Scott, who has just been exceptional with this. There's 4 core capabilities that the platform has. It has a lot more, but they're really focused on the 4 core things that we need to do. Landing pages, which I call sales pages. That's where our direct booking pages go, because websites that are being made in the industry and the PMSs, direct booking sites, they just don't convert at a high level. These have conversion rate optimization inside of them. Email marketing, we just talked about. Social media management and scheduling. Text message marketing that we just talked about. You can see here, if you can go to MarketMySTR and look at it, the templates, there's over 350 templates that you can choose from. You have some of my personal templates in the Superhost program. It's drag and drop. Really advanced email marketing. There's a CRM, a client relationship management system in here. It's got everything that you need and incredible support and onboarding. The pricing is extremely low, like literally a tenth of HubSpot or Sharper Spring or whatever that is. And you can, if you're watching on YouTube, you can kind of see it here. I'm screencasting it for you so you can see it. And there's also white glove to where we set everything up for you in an hour. Not like 5 weeks like some of our other platforms, but in an hour. So that's enough about MarketMySTR. I want you to focus on the things that work. You need to learn how to batch out your content for social media and emails. There's no question that the most important value, hopefully, if anybody takes away today, is the value of your email list. You have to build your email list. It's the most valuable thing that we have. We don't want to rely on continuing algorithm changes with Airbnb and Vrbo. Vrbo's disconnecting from the API with all of our PMSs. We're having issues with keeping amenities checked. Airbnb, the December 4th, issue that we've all had with rankings and bookings now. So combine that with people that are calling the Airbnb bust, what I say is the normalization back to 2018, 2019, pre-COVID. We need to make sure that we have marketing in our mix, and MarketMySTR is going to make it way easier for you, specifically when you just focus on those 4 tenants. We don't need to branch out anymore. We only want to do things that actually work, because ain't none of us got time to do anything else. Hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, just hit me up on Instagram, BillFaith73. That's FAETH73, BillFaith73. Thank you for joining me on this episode. Happy hosting, everybody.